is Bhavyam.
Okay, I am presenting my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible. Yeah.
Okay, I am Asari Bhavyang and today's my topic is about I.R. Richard on four kind of meaning. So first we will see about I.R. Richard. He was born at 26 February 1893 and he died at 7 September 1979. He is an English critic, poet and a teacher who was highly influenced in developing a new way of reading poetry that led to the new criticism and that also influenced some form of reader response criticism. He wrote the three of his most influenced book, The Meaning of Meaning, a pioneer work of semantics and a principle of literary criticism and practical criticism. He was an English educator, literary critic, and rhetorician. Here we can see his famous works are like The Meaning of Meaning, The Principle of Literary Criticism, The Practical Criticism, The Philosophical of Rhetoric, Speculative Instrument, Science and Poetry, Coleridge on Imagination. I. Richard concept of four kind of meaning. I. Richard concept of four kind of a meaning has played a very significant role in a new criticism and modern tensional poetic. In his practical criticism suggests that there are several kind of meaning and that the total meaning is a blend on contributory meaning which are of a different type. He identify a four kind of meaning or the total meaning of a word depend upon four factors: sense, feeling, tone, and intention. Where sense refer to what is said or the items referred to by a writer. Feeling refer to the emotion, attitude, interest, desire toward what is being said. Tone is the attitude towards the reader, and the intention is the writer conscious or unconscious aim or the effect that he is trying to produce. Now first is about a sense. We speak to say something. When we listen, we expect other to say something. When speaking, we want to direct the attention of our listener to something. We also want to exit some thought in our listener. What speaker or the author speak in sense, the thing that the writer literally convey in the sense. Here the speaker speak to arouse the reader through the language is very straightforward, which is descriptive. The language is not a poetic. Words are used to direct the ear's attraction upon some state of affair or excite them. In short, we speak to convey to our listener for their consideration can be called a sense. This is the most important thing in all the scientific utterance where a verification is possible. And the second point is about a feeling. Feeling is a writer's emotion, attitude towards the subject. It means the writer attachment or detachment to the subject is a feeling. It is an expression. The speaker or a writer used a language to express his view. This is a language in a emotive, poetic, and literary also. Here only a rhyme cannot make a poetry. To be a good emotion is equally important, especially in a lyric poem. Emotion plays a vital role. We have some feeling when we speak about the thing. We have an attitude towards it. We use a language to express the feeling. Similarly, when listening, we pick up those feelings from what we hear. And third point is about a tone. Tone refers to attitude of a speaker towards his listener. There is a kind of of relation between a speaker and a listener. Since speaker is aware of his relationship with the language and with the listener, he changes the level of a word as the level of the audience changes. It means a tone varies from the listener to listen. Um, the speaker has an attitude to his listener. He chooses his word differently as his audience varies. The tone of the utterance reflects the nature of the relationship with a listener. In intention, the intention may be consequence or unconspicuous. Uh, the speaker speaks for a purpose that modifies his speech. The understand the meaning. We must understand the motive. We can measure a success only if we know the intention. Sometimes the purpose will be to state the thought of the author. Sometimes it will be to express the feeling about what is the thinking. It may also express his attitude to the listener. Feeling is only a state of the mind. It does not imply an object. But intention has only object. Intention is the writer's aim, which may be conspicuous or unconspicuous. It refers to effect. One tried to produce the purpose. Purpose the expression is control the emphasize shape the argument to draw attention to something of importance. Now, in the conclusion, if we survive the use of language as a whole, predominance of one function over the other may be found. A man writing a scientific theatic will put the sense of what he has to say first. For a writer popularize some of the result of hypothesis of a science. The philosophy governing his language are not so simple. His intention will inevitable inferior with other function. In the conversation we get the clearest example of the shift of a function, one function being taken over by other. Towards the end of the essay, I Richard says that it is much harder to obtain a statement about the poetry than expression of a feeling toward it, and towards the audience. Many apparent statement turn out to be the indirect expression of feeling, tone, and intention. Richard suggests that the perspective reader should be prepared to apprehend the interplay of the four meaning, which together comprise the total meaning of the poem. So here we can see the references from where I have made the presentation. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you can stop sharing as we are running out of time. We will ask other students to make their comments, ask their questions in comment section. Okay? And the next and the final presenter is Aditi.
Yes, sir. Hello, Bhavyan. Please share your screen.
Wait a minute, I am sharing.
Okay.